Hey everybody, it's Minxlaura123. Welcome to this video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about celebrity crushes. Yes, those celebrities that when we look at them we go, whoa, yeah, whoa. Those celebrities that make our hearts beat just that little bit faster. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you who my celebrity crushes are, and then I'm going to be telling you some of my viewers' celebrity crushes. So I'm just going to grab my mobile phone over here. So basically the other day I did a status on my Facebook page, and this is what it said. It says, so come on, tell me, don't be shy, who is your celebrity crush? I also said that I'm going to be doing a vlog, which I am doing a vlog now about it, and I want to read out some viewers' crushes as well. So thank you to all of the people who commented. Seriously, there's loads of you. So thank you so much. Like, I love it when my viewers get involved and interact. It's awesome. So thank you, thank you. I'll be honest with you. Like, I was going through the comments, and you know, some of them I was like, yeah, good choice. Good choice. Oh, yep. But other celebrities, okay, that have been mentioned, I've never heard of. Like, I've literally never heard of some of these celebrities. So I think I need to kind of go on Google and kind of just search these people up that I've never heard of, you know, find out how gorgeous they are. So yeah, thank you to everybody who commented. I will be reading out all of your comments. So yeah, and also if you're watching now and you want to tell me who your celebrity crushes, please comment down below. I want to know. I want to know. Why do I want to know? I don't know, but I just want to know. So yeah, let's get into this, and I'm going to start by telling you who my celebrity crushes are. Okay, so let's start way back when I was a little girl, and my first ever crush was on the singer Phil Collins. Okay, so that's a little bit embarrassing, but there you go. Yeah, Phil Collins was my first ever crush. I loved him. I would listen to his albums like again and again and again and again and again. I was obsessed, and I used to think that maybe one day I would marry Phil Collins. Yeah, it was a bit weird. But I don't have a crush on him anymore, okay? I still listen to his music, but I don't have a crush on him. Then it comes to the boy bands. I've always loved boy bands. And, you know, if you like a boy band, it's very important that you have your favourite member of a boy band. And for me, you know, it was always an easy choice. Like, I'd always have one that I particularly loved the most. Like, it was never a hard decision. I'd always have a boy band, and I'd always have one favourite member who I like, you know, obsessed over. So New Kids on the Block, for example, loved those. You got the right stuff, baby. Yeah, but yeah, out of New Kids on the Block, my favourite member was Donny Wahlberg. You know, he's a bit of a bad boy. I like that. Then I had my obsession on Backstreet Boys, and my favourite was Howie. But then, quite strangely, when they reformed a few years ago, I'd completely gone off of Howie, even though he'd been like my favourite for years and years, and actually started to like AJ because he seemed a bit more wild and rah. So yeah, AJ soon become my favourite Backstreet Boys member. I loved a band when I was really, really young called Bros. I don't know if anyone remembers Bros. They sung, "When Will I be famous? I can't answer that." Yeah, but yeah, I really love Bros, and it was really funny because they were like identical twin brothers, but I always used to like one more than the other. Like, it was Luke and Matt Goss, but Matt for me was always the best one. Like, he was the best looking because he had the edge. He had something, I don't know, but I always liked him more. So yeah, I went through all my boy band loves. Also, this is really weird, but I loved a TV show called The Gladiators, okay? Imagine lots of muscle-bound people having like challenges and games. I loved The Gladiators, and my favourite gladiator who I was obsessed with was called Warrior, okay? Warrior the Gladiator, and he was like massive, like proper like, you know, like hench muscles, like He had the whitest of teeth. I've never seen teeth so white, like seriously. But he was a really lovely guy because I used to go like following him round to get like autographs and stuff. It sounds a bit strange, but anyway, like, you know, like some people, they do like celebrity signings at places, and my mum would take me to go and meet him and get like photos with him and get autographs and stuff, and he was so lovely. Like, he was a really nice guy. But yeah, I had that crush on Warrior for a long time. I remember standing once in the rain to meet him. Like, I was literally drenched in this really bad weather, and I didn't care because I just wanted to meet Warrior. I just wanted to have a photo with him. But yeah, I was completely obsessed with Warrior from the Gladiators. Who else? Oh, Spice Girls. Okay, so my first ever girl crush, yes, I liked girls, was Jerry Halliwell from the Spice Girls. Now, I was all about the Spice Girls. Like, seriously, I love them. Girl power all the way. And my favourite was Jerry. I loved everything about her. She just had something. She had the personality. She was wild. She was fun. She didn't care what people thought about her. I just loved her. So yeah, Ginger Spice, Jerry Halliwell was my first ever girl crush. My other girl crush that I had when I was younger was Madonna. Like, I was madly obsessed with Madonna. I'm still a big Madonna fan, but when I was younger, like, I proper like lusted after Madonna. I just loved her. She was so like naughty and wild, and I love that. Okay, moving on to I really can't read my handwriting, which is really bad actually because it's my own writing. But anyway, moving on to my kind of current crushes, who I like now. The first person is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, my favourite TV show in the world, by the way. Zach is just so cool. Like, he's just awesome. I actually feel like he's a really nice guy. Like, obviously I've never met him, but I just sense it. I feel it from him that he's a nice guy. Some people say, oh, he's got a bit of an ego, but so what? Like, seriously, so what? Like, he's really cool. He seems fun. He's very hardworking, and he wears very tight black tops. And yeah, he's cool. But yeah, Zach Bagans or Bagans. I never know if it's Bagans or Baggins. I think it's Bagans. Zach Bagans. Hi, I'm Zach Bagans. Yeah, Bagans. Anyway, you know who I mean. If you don't, he's the presenter on a TV show called Ghost Adventures. I mean, he's quite daring. You know, he battles demons and spirits, and yeah, he wears really tight clothes and big muscles and dark hair, and yeah. Okay, now my next couple of crushes are a bit weird. I'll grant you, this is a bit weird, but I don't care. Okay, so I love a TV show called Impractical Jokers. So funny. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's just like so hilarious. Makes us laugh all the time. So basically, there's these 4 guys, and they're really funny, and they kind of do pranks on the public, and it's really funny. And 2 of them are my celebrity crushes. The first one is Q, and the second one is Sal, and I just love them. Like, I think they're so funny. I think if a person's funny, it makes them more attractive anyway, okay? But yeah, there's just something about them. Like, Q is quite scruffy looking, but I kind of like this scruffy look. And Sal, to be fair though, I wish Sal would kind of shave off his beard, or at least tidy it up. Because like, Q's got a beard, but he's very tidy bearded, you know. But Sal's beard is a bit rah, you know. But apart from the beard, I don't know, I just like them. I like them both. They are my celebrity crushes, and yeah. I love Impractical Jokers though, it's just so funny. Okay, next up I have someone from the Only Ways Essex, Towie. I love Towie. It's one of my favourite TV shows. I love a bit of reality TV. And it's Lockie, James Locke from Towie. Now, I just think he is a typical Essex boy. He's cheeky, he's fun, he's sweet, he's, you know, a bit naughty, but I actually think he's a cool guy. I think he's absolutely handsome to look at, and you know, I'll be honest, when he's retweeted me on Twitter, I do get a bit like, fangirl. But yeah, definitely James Locke. He used to go out with a character on the show called Danielle, and I was quite upset actually they split up, because I think they were quite good together and then they split up. But we'll never know. They might get back together. It's reality TV. They probably will. But yeah, James Locke. Who else? Oh, got Zayn, who used to be in One Direction. And he was always my favourite in One Direction. Like, even from like the audition stages when I hadn't even made the band yet, I thought, there's something about that boy. He's going to go far. He's got something. He's got the X factor. And, well, he did, clearly. But yeah, Zayn is just so lovely looking. He's very quiet. I think people have him wrong. Like, they think he's arrogant, but I don't. I think he's actually quite shy. And I've read a lot of interviews with him, and he does suffer badly from anxiety and depression. So I think there's a lot more to him. And yeah, I just think he's like a beautiful, beautiful person. Okay, next up we have Thor. Yes, Thor. Is it Chris Hemsworth? I hope it is Chris Hemsworth. Is it something Hemsworth? I just know him as Thor. Okay. The thing is that I don't really like him that much when he's not Thor. Okay, like when he's just the normal actor, like he's okay, don't get me wrong. But when he's Thor with his big hammer, yeah, that's when I like him the most. So I love the Marvel films, but Thor, definitely my favourite, like, Marvel films. And when he's in the Avengers, as soon as he comes on the scene, I'm like, it's Thor, it's Thor. So I don't call him Thor, I call him Thor. Sorry, I'm so like cheesy, it's embarrassing. Okay, everyone's going to probably hate me right now. But I do have a crush on Justin Bieber. Yes, I know it's a bit strange, but I can't help it. That's the thing with celebrity crushes, you know. We like who we like, you know. But yeah, I've always liked Justin Bieber. I loved him when he first started. He was such a cool little guy. He had a fantastic voice. I love his songs. But as he's got older, like, wow. Like, he's got older. You know, he's a good-looking guy. Recently, I got some Justin Bieber socks. And when I brought them home, my fiancé Nathan was like, what have you got there? And I was like, Justin Bieber socks. He wasn't happy. But I can't help it. I am a belieber. I love Justin Bieber. There you go, I've said it. My name is Mixlaura123 and I love Justin Bieber. Is it too late now to say sorry? Okay. Right, next up we have Justin Timberlake. I mean, come on, I think pretty much every woman, and probably a lot of men as well, love the Justin Timberlake, the trouser snake as some may call him. But he's great. Like, he's such a cheeky face, like, he's cute. He doesn't really seem to age. Like, he doesn't look that much different than when he did years ago, apart from the fact his hair looks a lot better these days. I remember him back in the day with NSYNC, and he had that like really tight curly hair. He definitely looks better now, and he's like really smart and dapper. He has his suits on, and yeah, he's cool, and he's obviously got an amazing voice. So yeah, Justin Timberlake. And she's got a couple more. Oh yeah, okay, so this person isn't actually, like, I suppose they are a kind of celebrity. It's kind of a YouTube celebrity, and that person is Onision. Another person that most people hate. There we go. Most of my crushes are people that people don't like, but I don't know if it's a crush, like a crush. Like, when I look at, like, you know, Zach Bagans, or Baggins, you know what I mean, or Thor, it's like, yeah, it's a crush. But when I look at Onision, I don't think Thor, it's not like that. I think it's just a crush on his personality. Does that make sense? Like, I actually think he's a very, very good looking guy, but it's not that for me. It's the fact that he doesn't give a shit about what people think, and he's got this attitude, and he's like a bit messed up, and he doesn't care. He's very open about his life and his past, and I don't know, there's something about him that I've got a crush on, but it's not like just a looks thing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Onision. I'm a very big Onision fan. And also, oh God, this is like really, really embarrassing. I do have a bit of a crush on Jedward, and this is probably, actually thinking about it, this is probably like my most embarrassing crush. If someone was to ask you, who's your most like cringeworthy, embarrassing crush. Who would you say? Actually, comment below. Tell me. But yeah, I have a crush on Jedward. And if you don't know who they are, look them up on Google and you'll be like, what? But yeah, I love Jedward. I don't care what people think. I love Jedward. I saw them in concert years ago and I literally spent the whole time like so emotional and happy because I was like in the same room as them. Yeah, John and Edward. Anyway, and my last celebrity crush now is Wonder Woman, actually. Another girl crush. I think it's Gal Gadot. Is it how you pronounce the name? Possibly Gal Gadot? But yeah, the new Wonder Woman. Wow. Like, she's just strong. She's positive. She's just stunning. She's beautiful. And, like, when we've seen her at the cinema on the big screen, like, Nathan's like, you know, obviously because it's Wonder Woman. But I'm more so like... I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, so Wonder Woman is my last celebrity crush. Talking about Nathan, my fiance, if you want to know who his celebrity crushes are, his first ever crush was on Susanna Hoff from the Bangles, okay? And his current celebrity crush is, I can't think of her name. She's the lead singer of Evanescence. Amy Lee, there we go. Amy Lee from Evanescence. So there you go. They are his celebrity crushes. And my mum's celebrity crush is Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees. Okay. But she also does like a bit of Simon Cowell. Well, she goes on and off Simon Cowell. Like one week she'll be like, oh yeah, Simon Cowell. Another week she'll be like, no, I don't like him this week. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is grab my mobile phone again and I'm going to read you my comments from Facebook and tell you who my viewers' celebrity crushes are. Okay, so let's start with Chris Woodcock, who says Roxy Shahidi. Apparently she plays Layla in the British soap opera Emmerdale. Owen says Jennifer Aniston, Cameron Diaz and Chloe Grace Moretz. Rachel says Mike Coulter from Luke Cage and Gillian Anderson. Jamie Lee says Adrian Brody. Georgia says Selassie from Bake Off. Becca says Daniel Craig. Tyler Smith says Lindsay Sterling. Carol says Diego Luna. Justin Hartley and Norman Reedus. Elizabeth Jones says Gerard Butler. Audible Quiet says, oh my gosh, the current crush is Finn Wittrock from American Horror Story. Lynn Marie says Tom Hiddleston, but mainly when he is Loki. Yeah, definitely. I love Loki. Such a great character. Like, wow. Natasha Chris Evans, that's Captain America. I do like a bit of the cap. Jessie Hartley says Robert Patterson. Sebastiano says Cameron Diaz and Daisy Ridley. Marie says Gary Oldman. Chanel says One Direction. Yay! I mean, I always loved Zayn the Best, but I did love a bit of Harry Styles as well. Like, he's a cutie. Josephine says Maria Brink. Rowan says Ellen Page. Apparently she was in X-Men. Emma says Jose Mourinho. Kitty Cat. Meow. ASMR says Alan Rickman. Mark Jackson apparently likes that girl off of Doctor Who. What's her name? I don't know what's her name. I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't know. Treen Lambert says Adam Lambert. Yeah, Adam Lambert is a beautiful man. He actually does his makeup a lot better than I do. Alexa says Chris Evans. Jennifer says Jamie Oliver. This is funny. From Ricky D. He says, who is your celebrity crush? You. That's me. Yeah. But he said he only liked me after I reached 28,000 subscribers. By the way, in case you're watching this channel and think, well, you haven't got that much, like I have. If you go on my other channel, Minxlaura123 ASMR, I have got over 28k, so that's what he means. But anyway, Felicity says Bryce Johnson from Pretty Little Liars. Lewis Kirkwood says Kimberly Walsh from Girls Aloud. Sarah Holden says Norman Reedus and Evan Peters, or Evan Peters, sorry. James Corn says Jennifer Lawrence. Gerardo says Ariana Grande. Yeah, she's beautiful. Like, wow, so pretty. John says Kate Winslet. Sheridan says Chris Pratt. Oh my god. I think Chris Pratt is from Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah? If it is him, good choice. He's hot. Laura says Paul Hollywood, who my mum actually has a massive crush on Paul Hollywood, actually. Kimberly says Eminem. Manuel says Sandra Park and Tom Hiddleston. Sabrina says Jessica Lange. M. English says Jason Statham and Aidan Turner. Courtney Knight says Melissa McCarthy. Tamara says Geralt, I think that is, of Revire. I don't know if that's a band or something. Julie says Drew Barrymore. Jonathan says Jesse McCartney, Forever and Always. Jennifer Peters says Chris Hemsworth, meow. Meow. Jesse Alexander says Chris Pratt, he's most adorable. Chiquita says Idris Elba. Yeah, he's a good looking man. He's pretty handsome, yeah. Martez says Keki, I think it is, or Kiki Palmer, and Vanessa Hudgens. Jamie says Lana Del Rey and Eva Green. Faith John says Channing Tatum. Jamie Bell says man crushes Hugh Jackman, Robert Downey Jr. And her girl crushes are Vera Farmiga, I think that is, Farmiga, and Lena Headey and Kate Winslet. Eileen says Roman Reigns, apparently from WWE. So there's all the wrestling. Is it wrestling? Yeah, I think. And Robert Downey Jr. Shannon says Benedict Cumberbatch. Linda says Robert De Niro. Kate Simmons says her girl crush is Pink and her man crush is Jack Whitehall and Freddie Flintoff. And Kiki, who is Hermetic Kitten, go and check out her ASMR channel, by the way. She said her celebrity crush is Kurt Cobain from, of course, Nirvana. Marlene says David Essex. Jonathan Williams says Catherine Zeta-Jones. Sarah says Brock O'Hearn. Apparently he's a model and also getting into acting. Elizabeth says Christian Slater. And also Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth. Daniel Craig says Julian Moonchild. Abby says Max from Catfish. Now, I actually love Catfish. It's one of my favourite shows on TV. I do like Max. I think he's lovely. But it's got to be Neve for me. I am definitely like Neve. He's just adorable. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him on my list of celebrity crushes, actually. Yeah, definitely Neve from Catfish. And he's having a baby soon and he's really excited about it. Like, I don't mean like he's having a baby, like his partner's having a baby. And he's just so sweet. Chelsea says that I'm her celebrity crush. Mwah. Thank you so much. Bless you. Sammy says Devin Solar from Ghost. Shelby says Chris Evans. Kirsty-Ann Hemwood says Ed Sheeran and Charlie Humnan. Makila says Mark. I don't think she means Donnie Wahlberg's brother. You know, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Mark Wahlberg. Because it's spelt Mark, the letter E, Mark. So I don't know who that is. Kel says Charlie Hunnam and Big Cass from Raw. Lee says Hugh Jackman and close to home Danny Mac from Hollyoaks. Rhinal says Rosario Dawson and Lauren Hill. Rose Lily says Henry Cavill is beautiful. I think he's the new Superman. And if he is, well done, because that's a great choice. He's lovely. Lucy B says I like Dexter. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad and Paul Walker. Oh, yeah, he was beautiful. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible what happened to him. Daniel Hyde says Holly Willoughby, who is a presenter on British TV. Who else we got? Ashley says Johnny Depp, Will Smith and Usher. I used to have a major crush, actually, on Usher. Loved Usher. I mean, I still think he's pretty hot, don't get me wrong, but I think when he was younger, there was just, I don't know, he's like so cute. Rhonda, I think that's Rhonda. Rhonda says Colin Firth. Carl says Summer Glau from the Terminator series a long time ago. Ah, Tom Huff says, I don't really have a celebrity crush, so I'll pick you, Laura, as my crush. Oh, mwah. There's a kiss for you, Tom. Thank you. Joni says Robert Downey Jr., Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Oliver Martinez, and Scarlett Johansson. She's beautiful. Yes, Scarlett Johansson's beautiful. Stephen Ray Austin. This one is easy for me. Florence Welch. Now, is that Florence the Machine, or am I completely wrong? Is she just an actress or a singer, or I don't know. She might not be Florence the Machine, and I look really silly right now, but there you go. Francesca says Tom Hiddleston. John Jr. says Hilary Duff. Caitlin says Matt Bomber, Orlando Bloom, Tom Hiddleston, Chris Hemsworth, and David Cook. I used to really like Orlando Bloom, like Lord of the Ring days, like the long blonde hair, the elf hair. But then when I saw him without the wig, I wasn't that bothered. Anyway, Amanda Lee says Charlie. Who is this guy? I need to look him up. Charlie Hunnam. I need to know. A few people have said him. I need to know who this man is. I'm going to have a look in a moment, I think, actually. Jennifer, yay. Jennifer Hamrick says Zach Bagans. Yay. Fellow Ghost Adventures fan. Fatima says Ahern Stringer. Apparently he plays bass and he's a singer in a band called the Amity Affliction. He's got like loads of tattoos. He looks pretty cool because she's sent me a picture of him. Erin says Benedict Cumberbatch, Jared Leto, Mads Mikkelsen, Naomi Rapace, is that? And Dieter Von Teese. Brody says Billy Piper and a weird crush on Laurie Brett. Shauna says Shay Michelle. Dan Maguire says Shania Twain. I liked her. Yeah, she was lovely. Still the one I run to. Yeah, that don't impress me much. Yeah, Jojo Swindle says Chris Hemsworth. Lucy, like me, doesn't recognise a lot of these names because some of them are American, celebrities who we've never heard of in England. Catherine says she's utterly in love with Paul Rudd. Laura says Alan Rickman. Kiana says Tom Hiddleston and Tom Felton. Olivia says Mads Mikkelsen. There's a photograph of him. I'd never heard of him, so at least I know what he looks like. I need to Google. I really need to Google some of these celebrities because I've just not heard of them. Alicia says Machine Gun Kelly and Chloe Grace Moretz. Seba says Mylene from the Get Down. Horizon Gardolo, I think. Tesla says Maria Brink. Callum says Channing Tatum and Thor, and that he'd double date. Plenty of love to go around. Victor says Karen Gillian and Janet Devlin. Alan says Kaylee, I think that's Cuckoo, of the Big Bang Theory. Who else? So we got Ashley says Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Franklin says Gal Gadot. Yay! Wonder Woman. Maury XIV says Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. Angel R. Delco. Apparently there's someone called Glean. Picture of him there. I don't know him. He's called Glean. Guy Collins says Amelia Clark. Promise Joy says Vin Diesel. I used to like Vin Diesel a lot, actually, yeah. Jeff Osmond says Emma Stone. Irene May says Getter. Now, I don't know who he is, but he's got like green hair and lots of tattoos. Andy ASMR says Scott Walker from 1968. Swoon. And Karen says Ryan Gosling. Woo! There we go. There were lots of comments there, right? But thank you so much to everybody who got involved with that. And please comment down below. Tell me who your celebrity crushes are. Whether they're cool celebrity crushes or they're slightly embarrassing celebrity crushes. It doesn't matter. Comment down below because I want to know who your celebrity crushes are. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. Slightly embarrassing at times, you know, Phil Collins, Jedward, that kind of thing. But it's been good fun, and that's what it should be all about. You know, you should make YouTube videos and have fun. I can't stand watching YouTubers who look so damn miserable, like, or fake, where they're not actually enjoying themselves. I've genuinely enjoyed this video. It's been good. It's been fun. I'm smiling, and I hope you're smiling. And yeah. Anyway, I'm off now. Please click like, and please subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. And all the links to my social media are down below, down there in the description box. Anyway, that's it. Bye. Mwah.